Oh, I'm back here singing. Hey, 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 what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Hookah Lounge. Oh my gosh, I'm really bright. Hey, Drunken Chef. Hey, Richie. So I am really, really excited about this show tonight. We have a great guest tonight, and I've got to meet her personally. Sometimes we get the guests on the show, and I don't get to meet you personally. If you ever see me toting that Kansas City jacket, my team that everybody hates, she made this jacket for me, especially for me. I told her what I wanted, and she delivered a spectacular Kansas City jacket. So every time you see me in the streets with this jacket, or you see me in a picture with this jacket, or tied around my waist, or just walking my dog around the street, I wear this jacket because my team is incredible. So I have this lovely lady with us joining us tonight. And we're going to talk about more than just, of course, I have to start with Kansas City Chiefs in my jacket. We're going to talk about so many other amazing things tonight. A big event we have coming up that I'm going to have the pleasure of being taken part of. It's the second one. I wasn't able to take part of the first one. I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to take part of the second one. So, G-Lew, with no further ado, please bring in Marquisa.
Hello.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
Good, good. And of course, we cannot forget that she is at Shady Ladies Accessory Bar.
Yes, Shady Lady Accessory Bar here in Los Angeles. We have all of your fashion needs, any type of accessory you need, darling. We have you hats, jackets, bags, glasses, earrings,
Yeah.
necklaces. We have you. So come on down to the bar. We're right here on Western and Imperial, right across from Southwest College.
Yeah.
Shady Lady Accessory Bar.
Oh yeah. We had a great day over there. The ladies came over there and shopped. I have a spectacular hat. Oh, I should have wore my. Well, I didn't put on my high maintenance hat. We have Nay Love. If you watch the promo, our girl Nay Love is in the promo. She has her high maintenance hat. I have a high maintenance hat. Monica has a high maintenance hat.
I love that. The high maintenance hat is like our just out of the blue like hit. Like everyone loved it. It kind of gives a vibe. Everyone wants to have a little high maintenance feel. So that is a staple cap we will always have here at the bar.
Oh yeah, that one is amazing. My Aunt Linda gave me the high maintenance hat. It's purple, purple. Everything is always purple for me. Go
Yeah.
Lakers. Uh, so it was crazy because when she gave me the hat and then I showed up at the bar, I was like, "There's my hat."
Oh, and I want to say I was here that day, and I was like, "Hey, okay." When you had your event with all of your ladies, which was one
Yeah.
of the best events I had ever been to here at the bar. That was so nice just to see you and your girlfriends really commune and support each other.
Oh yeah. We have to come back because I didn't get to bring my daughter-in-law and her sisters because my nephew came down from Arizona. So they all took the kids to Magic Mountain. No, Disney. Oh,
Oh,
Magic Mountain. They went to Magic Mountain. So I got to come back. So,
yes.
and then,
Please bring them, okay?
yeah,
Because you know the stuff is always changing.
yeah,
So what we had last time, we will not have next time.
again, yeah. And my good friend, she showed up like hours before me.
Yeah. You had such a nice group of ladies. Some of those ladies, which I follow now still to this day. So yeah, you have a good group of girls around you.
Yes, yes. It's that's the young lady that came before me, that's one of my personal friends, but that's the G-Lew girls that I brought in. And I'm gonna come back with my daughter-in-law and her sisters and things like that.
Oh,
Yeah. And a lot
oh
of my friends, yeah, they live in Lancaster, so they live far. But everyone that's in LA, and you already know my family.
yeah. So yeah, so anyone who's local, you've got them here already. So you just got to get
Right.
those Lancastrians. Tell them to come on down. What is it, the 15 or the 14? Come on down to 14.
Yes. And
Come
I
on.
will definitely be posting that up on my page, on my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok. I'll be putting that everywhere. I went to the show first so that we could talk about it. So let's get into stilettos and success.
Yes, stilettos in success. Okay, so let me, sorry guys, I'm a talker, I'm a tangenter, so you gonna have to bear with me. I can't just give you hi. I just can't give you guys just a little bit. I gotta give you a little background. So
So they're used to me. So
so they're used to background. Okay. I just feel like the story is incomplete if we don't have the background. Sorry about the water bottle. So me and one of my good friends, her name is Candy, we went to a networking event years ago, before we were mothers years ago. And we sat there and we were like, this is horrible. Like, wow, we should do this ourselves. And then we literally did. We're both Capricorns. And Candy is literally this big. If you know Candy, she is the size of a little person, but has the heart of like Goliath. So when you tell her you're about to do something, you're going to do something. And we started the business networking social hour. We had one at Crenshaw. I think it was Crenshaw Live at the time. We had one at the Bruce Laurie Gallery. We had one in downtown LA. We were booming. And then I met a guy and ended up liking him, becoming a mom. She ended up becoming a mom. So things kind of paused. And a lot of things paused for me when I became a mother. Motherhood for me was a little, it was a big transition. I inherited two bonus kids, and my first pregnancy was twins. So I went from not having any kids to becoming a more mom of four was like in a year almost. So it was just like a lot. Exactly. So I just kind of got lost in the sauce. And then Shay opened up her store, hired me to do all of the interior. And then just it was nagging at me to do another event, nagging at me. So I'm like, okay, talking to my friends. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do sundresses and success. Did it. It was a complete vibe. We had vendors. I am a true believer of whoever is supposed to come will come. And that's exactly what happened. I feel like the ladies got a good word. Shay, the owner of the store, spoke. She is a monster, very inspirational. We had another speaker, Dr. Dominique, who's a financial whiz, beautiful black woman who went to Princeton. I mean, a brilliant lady. She's worked on Wall Street. When it comes to money, she knows what she's doing. So she was there and it just went good. And it was really great. And then people are like, so when's the next one? And I'm like, well, sundresses and success, that just gives me summertime vibes. So yeah, so one time I'm kind of chilling and I'm like, stilettos and success, that could be the winter time. And then I know this is going a little bit, sorry, let me wrap it up. So my grandmother is on the picture. It's a little picture of a lady, an old school picture. That's my grandmother. And this is on her birthday. I feel she's passed away some years ago, but my grandmother was just a real graceful lady, born in the 1920s. And she's just been like on my head. I feel her name was Gloria. I've been seeing the name Gloria places. She's just been around me. So I'm like, okay, lady, let me throw you like a little honorary birthday party, I guess. So we're going to have stilettos and success on January 11th on her birthday. My way of paying homage.
February.
No, January.
It's
Jan-
January.
January 11th. Dee Dee?
Oh, I'm thinking we're in January right now. Okay, yeah.
Uh-uh. Y'all
Okay.
see that? Oh, Lord, don't make me have a
I
heart
jumped the
attack.
whole month.
Because earlier today, I'm like, ooh, the event is going well. I got everything lined up. So don't be scaring me like that now.
I done left December in my past already. I done jumped to it.
I wish I could too. I'm kind of over December. Once you are the orchestrator of the memories and the traditions I'm kind of over it too. So, but yeah, January 11th. So
Okay.
it's gonna be here at the bar on her birthday. The theme is walking into 2025 with wealth, style, and grace. It is a tribute to the ladies of her time that I really feel led with strength and grace and a regalness that we are just missing. So I just want to pay a homage to them.
And get
And
back to that. Those women, that's my grandma, so
I feel like we all have those grandmas, and those grandmas are gone. And I don't think we appreciated them until now we're looking around and they're not here.
Yes.
I
I
have
would.
a friend, we were talking about our grandmas, and I was like, I never saw my grandma in a pair of structured pants. Like, the day I would see that, honey,
And those were tights. Remember, those went under your dress.
Exactly. Like, she was a true lady to the
Yeah.
core. So
Yeah.
just paying homage to her and those women of that time. You are going to be one of our special vendors
Yes.
selling
I'm
your
so
books, which I'm so happy about.
Yes, I'm so excited. And to be able to be in the same room with other people that are like-minded, that are business oriented, that want to coalesce together. And that's the one thing I
Yeah.
think that we're missing as women, coming together, sharing our knowledge, building each other up. And that's the one thing that I really have missed. It's been so long. My mother had a group like that. They had their own business. They sold, the craziest thing is they sold, they were mothers who needed to make their own money.
Mom,
So
so
there was a group of them that had some sold lingerie, some sold Avon. One sold those oysters that she used to have parties where they pulled the pearls out the
oh,
oysters.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, old school.
So so it was a group of them like that. And you miss that. Like they and
Definitely.
when I started talking to you guys, I was like, I really love bring uplifting women. We have to start uplifting our women and sticking together instead of like you made it, so let me try to push you down a little bit. I don't want you to be as high
Exactly.
as I am. And I worked in a predominantly male. When I was at work, it was predominantly men, so I always made sure women knew how to do the job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because
When you
you're not
see a
gonna.
woman, bring her with you. That's not your competition. Bring her with
That's
you.
your sister. You know?
Exactly. And I feel like I'm a woman of a certain age. So I feel like when
Me
you
too.
get to be I'm 40. I turned 40 this year, but I feel like once a woman hits 30 in society, it's kind of like, all right, sit down, go be mom, go be quiet, go sit down. No, I don't feel, actually, I feel like 40, I just kind of really, I thought I knew who I was at 20. I had no idea. The way I have blossomed and matured and grown. And once you become a mother, that's a whole nother layer of you. And you really need to force those friendships as you get older, that not only y'all can go for a walk together, y'all can make money together, y'all can help each other when it comes to raising kids. You need a good sisterhood unit. And sometimes it's not the people you grew up with on so and so street. You might have to elevate and grow and meet new people. So that's the goal of these events, is to bring women of color together to make friendships, to make money, and to find purpose, and just to live out loud in their dreams.
Right, right. And you have to get off of your block because I have only one friend from my block that I still talk to. I have my friend from high school I still talk to. That's my girl. We were
Mhm.
talking the other day. She was getting ready for church. Um, and because the reason you have to get off your block, because some people just stay on their block.
Yes. And
Oh,
you're not going to go anywhere.
yeah,
Opportunity is not going to come to you. You got to go out and find it. And you got
yeah,
to make your circle grow. Like the people on your block, like the friend you said that you went to high school with, we all, I believe in order to live a good life, you got to have those core friends. We have a date coming up next month. Oh, get it, Shay. Oh, look at
I know. Yes, she is. I love this store. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
it. So
So
yeah,
and
it's
we
just
got Lindsay there too. She got some really nice stuff too at the store.
yes, so Shay, so the store, just the vibe. When you walk into Shady Lady Accessory Bar, I don't care what kind of day you're having. I don't care. You just feel like a lady. Like you
I
come in
said
here.
that. We did the show, like you're sitting there and we did the show, and I said, when you walk into this store, you just feel so and special. We gotta come back and do a live in the show. I need to do the show live there.
I would love that. I think that would be an amazing idea to have a woman round group discussion
Oh yeah.
live from the bar. I think that would be remarkable. I think women of our age, we are seasoned, we have lived life, we are raising kids, we have so much to offer. So I think for everyone, or not, I'm sorry, because these men now, they want to feel special too. You two guys, sorry,
Well, we make the men's
everyone.
show special. We had a men's show last weekend. Last weekend, I think we had the men panel. So we always make the men's feel special in the hookah lounge.
So let's, okay, so good. So we can focus on the ladies. For 2025, I want women to focus on living their life. Let's take the time out for you, structure something for you. So if it's going to events like mine where you can learn networking, learn how to network, you will also learn how to get financial advice. So for this event coming up, we have three guest speakers. One guest speaker will speak on finances. One guest speaker will speak on real estate. That is a way to acquire your wealth. And one guest speaker will speak on the power of grace.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we can take these kind of tools, keep this in the front of our head, let's make 2025 a year of power, a year where you make your dreams come true, where you're living in your purpose. Because I feel like when you become a mom, you just put your, well, for me, I was like, oh yeah, I had dreams. That's cool. Now I'm a mom. But how can I tell them to go after their dreams if I put mine to the side?
Yep. And we, a lot of us did. Well, I continued my education while I was a mom, but a lot of our dreams for 12 years, I was just a mom. I mean,
Yeah.
I went to school. I went to, I was a beauty school dropout. I used to chat.
Beauty.
But then I also got my degree. I got my degree in business and in computers. But I did stay in school as a mom because I wanted my kids to, because I had dropped out of high school and got married and did all the I know what I'm doing type stuff. But I stayed in school because I always wanted my kids to understand, stay in school. If I could stay in school and be married with kids, don't give me an excuse why you couldn't stay in school. So that
Exactly.
was my purpose for staying in school. But I wanted to be a lawyer and a judge and a this and a that, a public
Oh, you
defender.
wanted to, okay.
Oh, I wanted to do it all. And then these kids came and I was reading books, making new recipes and cookies and bread. I became
Yes.
a homemaker, you
Same
know.
thing. Yeah, I completely understand that. So, but it's like, okay, I still have like my youngest is 6. So she's now in school. So now that she's in school, I'm like, okay, I feel like I can go back out into the world and live and do stuff. And
Yeah.
when I bring my kids either to this store, or I did another store down the street, the interior design there. When I take my kids to the stores that I've done work in, and they're like, "Oh, mom, you built that," or "Mom, that's the jacket you made." It's just such a
Yeah.
great feeling, and the pride that they have in their eyes. It's like, "Ooh, this is intoxicating."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
And
I love it.
it gives you a sense of purpose because a lot of times we have
Mm,
to be, you don't have to go out and work 16 hours a day like I had to do when I got divorced, but you have to have a sense of pride within yourself. Even if it's like your jackets, those are so amazing. Even if
thank
you have something that you do on the side, like I make candles, or something, I make
you.
these great
Yes,
something that fulfills you, because if you don't, you'll lose that piece of you. And that's what I
yes,
tell anyone that's a stay-home mom. That's what my mom's group of friends did. They all started their own little side hustle businesses. Like when we all came home from school, they were having these little parties. My mom would have this. My mom used to take me and my sister to her Katani parties, and I'll never forget her. This she used to play Papas Caliente, Papas Caliente, Papas Caliente, and this hot potato. Like I'll never forget this game because we used to have to go with her.
those are awesome memories that you have, though, growing up, which influenced you to be a woman that when you grew up, you would dare to do certain things
Oh, I've
or be
always had a side business. Because of my mom, I have
exactly.
had my own bit. I always had a job, but then I've
Mhm.
always had a side business. There's always been something, And the dude last night on the show, told my son, because I have always told him seven streams of income is what makes you create generational wealth.
Yes,
And
yes.
how do you get those seven streams of income?
You
You
need
know,
that major job. You need that side hustle. You need something that's doing something
passive
while you're
income,
sleeping. You need
right?
something that's digital. You need a piece of everything.
Yes.
Another reason why you ladies need to come out to this networking event and meet ladies who are doing. Okay, Dee Dee's an author. Dee Dee's a podcaster. If you're out there, you want to know how to
The
create.
publisher.
Yeah, you need to come out so you can
He's
learn.
a producer. Like,
Yes, let's connect. Like Dee Dee has all of these great resources, and if you just line her up with someone who needs that, no telling what magic would happen. I feel like it's all about what you have, but it's also about the circle that you have.
yeah. And that's
Because
why
the
I said you have
circle.
to broaden your horizons and know what, I have a lineage of things. I do album covers, book covers, editing. When you can like line yourself up to all these things that you can do. And I always tell somebody when they think that they don't have a talent, yeah, what do you like to do? What do you really enjoy doing? And then
Hmm.
you find that. Like I don't have an eye for fashion. I dress like a tomboy. I gotta go to somebody else and say, does this look good together? I'll wear a football jersey and some Timberlands every day if I could. You
But it
know,
probably look amazing doing it though. So
so
you know.
I can put together that baseball cap. But I don't. I tried to start getting out of that. I don't want to always look like a dude. So that's why I like. Oh, that. Do you know I wore that hat out somewhere? Every time I wear that hat, I get stopped. And they were like, "Oh, you have amazing taste." And I'd be like, "Yeah, no, I don't. I got this from this really
Girl,
fancy."
yes, throw it on. You better let them know. I
Oh
feel
yeah.
I've always been into fashion. I feel like God, when He makes everyone, He gives like He makes everyone like a little mixing cup. He adds in what He's gonna add in, how they're gonna be. And when He made me, He was like, this girl is gonna like fashion, music, art, colors, film, photography. I love people. I love stories. So for me, clothes is a way to express yourself. That whole you can't judge a book by its cover. I'm sorry, don't believe it. Yeah, I might not be able to know everything about it, but I kind of know what the story is about. So
Yeah.
you feel me? I feel like a clothes is just how you can express yourself and you can connect with people, and colors can change your mood, and
Yeah.
fabrics can just make you feel a certain way. So I love clothes. I love anything with sparkles and glitters. I just love to create. That
Yeah.
is what I think I was put here for.
I love I used to really love to dress. I don't really go enough places, but I can dress if I need to dress. I got buckets of clothes just sitting there because I don't go anywhere anymore.
But
So,
here's
but
the thing, as long as you have them. Oh, I
I,
have a lot of stuff in my closet. I'm like, oh, one day that's going to be worn. I don't know what magical ball I'm going to, but when I
right.
get the invite, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready.
So yeah, I
So
pop up in some nice things. People are like, where do you get that from? But I like you're gonna have there was the other speaker, the finances, and who's the other speaker that really intrigued me that you said?
the one about Grace, is that the
Oh,
or the real estate one? So we have a real.
The grace one, we really need to learn that in our lives. That's going to be a really good speaker because we really need to understand grace in our lives. But real estate, a lot of people don't understand the magnitude of real estate, having that in your possession. I try to, a lot of people say it's too hard or I'd rather rent, and they don't understand that. Go ahead.
No, it's just everything you're saying. I'm like, ah, it's giving me goosebumps because the reason I asked her to speak at Stilettos and Success is because one day she was here at the bar. She comes to the bar quite often. One day she was here and she was just talking to me about home ownership and just first of all, okay. I love all God's people. I love all races, creeds, and colors. But I just felt as for me, a black woman, when I had a black woman break it down for me, it just made me kind of easier see it and understand it. She kind of knew how to break it down because we have that black woman kindredness, okay? So just the way she broke it down after that conversation, that is the first time I honestly felt like I can acquire a home. I can buy a home because for a long time, home ownership for me felt like this something like, oh, out there. But after talking to her and seeing the steps and doing it, it's like, oh no, you just got to do a little work. And she is a powerful speaker, very informative. And the information that she's going to be able to give us, these three ladies are really going to be able to bless and inspire and motivate. And that is the goal.
Yeah. And it can be done. I bought my first house all by myself.
See,
So
well, you're the boss, Dee Dee. I mean, everyone's just not got that boss energy like you, Dee Dee. Come on. I bought my first one by myself. Well, good
I'm just
gracious.
telling you, it
Okay,
can
we
be done.
trying.
So when people think like, oh, I'm a single mom or a single woman, I can't get it done. No, you can, because I was a single mom with 5 kids and I bought my first house all by myself. So it can
Hmm.
be done. You have
Yeah.
to want it. You have to understand it. One, your home creates generational wealth. It's something that you can and then when I sold it, I made so much money off of selling that first house. Oh my goodness. I got hit with a luxury tax. If I had known
That's
what
what
a
a big
luxury
buying
tax was,
houses, huh?
I had no clue what a luxury tax was. But
Huh.
one thing what we don't understand, and like in my neighborhood, I don't live in the best of neighborhoods, but I was walking my dog today. I took a picture of this house that I was like, I went to know how much it costs, like, for income property. So me
Yeah.
and my husband can get some income property. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know this house that they built in my neighborhood? If you cross the street, I'm in Watts.
Uh,
So I live in the hood. Okay.
yeah.
I never talk about being something spectacular. We have a shack in the hood that we own. But that
It's
house is
yours. That's all that matters.
$1 million
Oh, I
in
believe.
my neighborhood. Okay, I'm off of Century and Avalon. So when I tell you I live in the hood, I'm not playing.
Oh, I believe you. I was watching the news the other day, and it said the trendy new place to buy homes is Compton. I live in Compton. I
Yeah,
did not know it was trendy and or new. But
yeah,
houses are going for that in Compton as well. But the one thing I can say about Compton is the space you get on that. When you get that house, you get a big backyard.
yeah,
I don't know how it is by you, but that is the
yeah. We
one
have
good
a
thing
huge
about Compton.
backyard. My husband got like 5 cars back there and a garage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. See, that's a
He's the
great thing.
lowrider king. So it's so many lowriders back there. I said, this is where lowriders come to die. He done bought so
Oh,
many darn lowriders.
not come to die, honey. We're gonna have to resurrect some lowriders now.
He used to flip them. Long story on why he stopped flipping them. But yeah, so but I got a 2-car garage. I got like 3 fruit trees that they used to he cut the avocado tree down, but yeah, we got a lot of property in the back. So
Wow.
I can put a whole ADU back there. So these properties over here, these are old houses. So you got a lot of backyard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's why that house is $950,000 because it has 2 houses on that lot. Like
Oh,
I got a bad idea. My dog could walk there. That's how close to me. $950,000. So when
but
I tell
that's
you guys real estate, jump on real estate, even if you got to get a small 1-bedroom house, because it starts to grow equity. And what people don't understand is when you're paying rent in somebody else's house, you're building their savings account.
yes, you
So
are.
each month when you pay that rent, you're adding to their savings account. So that's
Mm-hmm.
good that you have somebody out there talking about real estate because we have to learn that don't pay into someone else's savings account. Um, for a 65 Impala, I'll let them know.
Uh-oh. Ooh, ooh. No.
He might have one in the garage, honestly.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Oh.
but we gotta do better for ourselves. And a lot of times people think that I can't afford it. But a lot of times when you pay your mortgage right, if you pay 25-30 extra into your not your into your I can't think of the word right now, your equity. I mean into your it slips my mind
Like
right now.
your
To
closing cost
redo it.
or whatever
Every month we pay extra so that we can pay
on
our
your
house.
mortgage.
Yeah, into the mortgage because you pay your interest, your taxes,
Mm-hmm.
pay all
Mm-hmm.
that, but we pay extra every month to pay the house off early. So
Hmm.
you can knock off almost half the time you pay for your house when you do that. So somebody sat down and taught me that also. So you got to think of your house as a savings account.
It
Don't think
is. It's a
you
business. It's
yeah.
a business. It's to build, and also that house value. It costs so much because, like you said, all the space. When if you look at all these new luxury apartments that are being built, they're this big. Where's the luxury? It's no luxury in having a bedroom the size of a closet.
And that $2,500 that you're spending every month, you don't stop and think that's a mortgage.
It is. It is. And the way rent is going in Los Angeles right now,
Oh
come
yeah.
on,
Oh, trust me,
people.
I know.
It's like I feel like it's just a daunting thing. I just think it just seems so big and daunting. But come on out to Sundresses and Success, and our girl will break it all the way
And she
down
can do
for
it.
you.
Like, I can't think of the right words, and she'll be able to tell you everything that
Exactly, because I don't. That ain't God did not
it is.
put me here for that. Like I said, He put me here to create a pretty vibe. So I don't know all the words either.
Yeah, me either. But I know go come listen to what she has to say because I'm sure, like the words I couldn't find, I just know I know she could break it down. And I tell you, and can help you probably find a house and help you buy a house that's in your budget because we got to start
Exactly.
thinking about ownership. We because we always help other people have ownership. We got to start taking ownership. Hey,
To
of
leave
our
something
own
to
lives.
your leave something to your kids, to have something that is your own, something that you can take money out of, something that you're investing for your family. And
Yeah.
I think also we need to stop being so afraid of the neighborhood and oh well that's the hood and then, I'm sorry, when have you ever lived in Beverly Hills? Like why are we so oh that's the hood that it is our neighborhood. Go back, invest in it, and make it better.
And what's happened if you look around because where the husband grew up, th- that neighborhood is being taken over by these what they call preppies or yuppies or whatever they're called. I don't know what the name of it, but you're seeing people out there walking their dogs, and you're seeing less black and brown in that neighborhood now. So
Exactly.
keep your neighborhood. Don't be afraid of your neighborhood. Keep your
Because they're
neighborhood.
not. Because they're not there. I'm sorry. It is people. Black and brown people, we have gotten so I don't understand. Like, oh, we don't want to live in this hood, we don't want to live in that hood. And I do understand for some people it can be an issue, but if we could just all kind of grow up and like move past that and invest in our neighborhoods, because these non-black and brown people are coming back and they are selling in quite comfortably.
Oh yeah. And but then my thing, if you're so afraid of your neighborhood, get control of your kids.
That part,
Because
that
you are
part,
afraid of your kids, so control your kid if you're afraid of your
exactly.
neighborhood. Because my
What
kids were running around breaking into stores and tearing up stores and destroying people's property or stealing people's cars. So I was never afraid of my kid.
exactly? Make the neighbor like we've all grown up in these areas, but we all have rich, good childhood memories. Everyone. I grew up on 80th and Avalon. People who grew up in the Crenshaw district. People who grew up off of Imperial. Like everyone. If you live in the so-called hood, I bet you have some of the greatest childhood memories.
Yeah. Oh, we had my mom was so mean to us. My little brother lived a totally different life. There's some but when them street lights came on, we were booking it home.
Oh my God. If you lived on
I thought
80th
my
and
brother was leaving
Avalon,
home.
or anywhere in that vicinity, as soon as the street lights came on, you heard Marquisa,
Mm.
and I would just have to go, like that was a thing. But these kids don't even go outside anymore. Make your
Mm.
kids go outside. All the kids just want to sit. Oh my God. So I went to like, we were having like a family party, and I went into the room where like the teenagers were. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to go in the teenager room and see what kind of malarkey they're getting into. They were all just sitting in their corners, just,
On there, yeah, no fun. We were
yes,
so bad in those rooms. Like we were either having like slap boxing or we were
black
dancing.
boxing. Yes, we were getting into something. Okay, we were trying to plot how to break out the room or do something. But
Or somebody was sneaking in something we weren't supposed to have. We were
that
when
part,
you when the cool amp broke into the room that we were in, It was a hot. We were like, please don't tell her. We got busted doing something fun, not sitting on our phones.
No, and that's all they do. Not a smirk, not a, just sitting there, just sitting, staring at screens, just
I
staring
remember
at
those
screens.
fun days back when it was fun to be in lock. You know, when the grown-ups were doing their playing cards or dominoes and drinking and doing the stuff we were supposed to see, and they all locked us in one
Yeah,
room.
y'all got to go in the back while we had these grown folk party up here. Y'all go in the back, and the whole. I'm sure they probably know now, but parents, our whole party was just trying to get to y'all party or just getting the remnants of y'all party. So those are some of the greatest memories too. Going around drinking little random bottles, like
No,
this is
no, yeah,
alcohol.
trying to sneak what they were drinking into so we could do what they were doing. Yes,
Yes,
the greatest times.
some of the
Oh
greatest
my
times.
gosh.
So I wish that our children now can have some of those outdoory, more hands-on feelings. Everything is just a screen, a screen, a screen, a screen, a
Yeah.
screen.
And that's what's destroying these kids, sad to say.
I
That's why
I
these
agree.
parents have to get a little more involved.
I completely agree. I do I teach art, well, I teach fashion at a school called KIP in the Jordan, next right across the street from the Jordan Down projects. I teach fifth through eighth grade. And when I was getting ready to start the job, everyone, oh, these kids are you gonna be okay? But it's like once you give these kids something to do, something, a new craft that they're learning, and they see that they're good at it, it changes them. So I feel like if we could just be more engaged with our kids, screen time is great. It is so great that you can talk to someone who lives in Timbuktu like that. That's amazing. But
Yeah,
maybe let's put them down and just have like 30 minutes of real time with each other.
yeah. Oh yeah, that would. I'm glad that my son never really got into too much of the Instagram and the TikTok too much. You know, he does have a thing for YouTube though. So I know.
Well,
Yeah, he
my
loves
8-year-old twins, they do too.
yeah.
But you
So
know, it's good that you were probably more of an interactive, engaging parent. So that's probably why. Yeah,
I'm
my
still way too engaged and annoying. He's like, "Oh my gosh, here she comes again."
now he might say that, but I'm sure deep down inside he kind of laughs to himself. Or when you don't come up, he's probably like, well, where is she? Like, he likes it. He ain't gonna say it, but he like it.
He yeah, I take him everywhere I go. When we would have family night, they would make me they would make me
Oh,
and my
and
sister
this is
not
a
eat
non-alcoholic
margaritas,
margarita.
and me and my sister thought we
Girl, I feel you. I feel you. Or pink panties. Like when my mom and her friends would get together, they would make pink panties and they would like do like me and like my little cousins, like here got y'all's little virgin cuts. But we
yeah,
thought that was everything. We was really big time when we was doing that. Good memories like that. That camaraderie and just growing up like that. That's the thing I miss. And just what I hope I'm raising my kids with.
yeah, those are when all my sons were in the same state, we used to get together, and all my grandkids are little, so they run around and be bad together. And now that I just have the one grandson, you know, he's like, I miss my cousin. So now they talk on the phone, and you hear them screaming in the other room and talking to each other loud on the phone. But that's how we used to do them. So he just has two girl cousins.
Also, he's the only boy.
They're gone, so they're in
Oh no.
another state.
And
Yeah,
these
so
little girls are rough, so I'm gonna keep him in my I'm gonna keep him in my heart because like little girls can be rough, so they probably bossed him around. Yeah.
he told one of them the other day, "Can you please just give me a break?"
And I was probably so from the heart. And so, like in my home, the 6-year-old runs the house. She sets the tone, and every day you hear, what? I did nothing. This isn't fair. It's every day she says that statement for various reasons. every day.
You hit it on the head when you said the girls run, they run everything. If you meet him, he's so cute and sweet. He turned 9 recently. So when he turned around,
Aw.
I had to call him in here like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah,
You
them girls is something else. But these girls is, ooh, I saw something online. It was like, my daughter is gonna rule the world. I just have to survive raising her. That
Yeah.
spoke to my soul. I said, oh God, yeah, Lola can be president, but I just gotta survive her first.
Well, yeah. And I didn't raise any daughters. I only have sons, but I have quite a few granddaughters. And well, one of my granddaughters is autistic. And I saw in here that you worked with autism children.
Yes. So I've only had two careers my whole life. I either, well, kind of three-ish, either for myself, working in education, or in radio. And when I worked in education, I had the opportunity to start my career in education at the Help Group, which is a school for kids with autism and ADHD and other like personality type disorders.
Mhm.
So I worked a lot with kids with autism, and I really like like we hit it off just fine. But I feel like everyone has some everyone has something off. Like it is no sane person. And if you are walking around thinking you are this same person, you're cat shit crazy. So excuse my mouth, you're a little cuckoo, so you stay away from me. But yeah, I really loved working with the autistic community. And then I kind of transitioned to doing my own thing. And because I like art and fashion, so I would do art teaching and fashion with them. And that was a really good experience. So I love working with that sector of kids.
Yeah. And I had two of them playing with each other. My granddaughter was playing with another autistic kid, and you can see the differences in them, but they did have a good time playing together. And my nephew's also autistic, and he graduated high school. So there's so many different levels to
The
um
spectrum of autism is so wide. You can have a child who's autistic, they could be nonverbal and they could just, not able to really go out in groups. And then you can have another kid who's autistic and they're just like great at golf or great at this. Floyd Mayweather, I don't know if he's still his trainer now, but his trainer was or is autistic. I don't know if that's still his trainer. Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know if he really has it, but he screams autism to me. Like autism to me is it's just a social disorder. You just got a little quirk about you. It's not an end all be all.
yeah, they said that Elon Musk is has Asperger's, or he has one of those little off things
He
also.
screams autism too.
Yeah.
It's just like
So
a lack of social awareness.
yeah, and that's why I say you can't. A lot of times people want to write children off that are autistic or put them in a classification I don't think that they deserve. Like oh well they're autistic, so and they don't give enough attention or care to really bring them to the levels that they can be.
No,
Um,
autism does not mean you are any less intelligent. It does not mean you are any less worthy. It does not mean you are any less in any form or fashion. It just means you have a social disorder. People with autism are brilliant and creative. Now, Amanda Seals, I don't believe you're autistic with your self diagnosis, but
who's the next Angel? Who's that? I don't even know who that
Amanda,
is.
okay, so Amanda Seals, she's a black woman. She does commentary and she's kind of a comedian. I'll send you some of her stuff, but she recently came out and said, oh, guys, I took a test and I am autistic. That explains some of my behavior. I don't subscribe to that. I think you need to get diagnosed by a professional. I think it's kind of dangerous to go online and do things like that. And I just think that should be handled by a professional. And I also feel like with people like her, autism, I feel like she can be a little rude. So she's like, oh, that's just my autism. No, that's just you being a little rude. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going to
okay. Yeah,
send you some,
don't make an excuse. Yeah, see,
yeah,
yeah, it's
she's,
not. CJ said it's not a bad meaning or something. No, I don't think it is because my granddaughter is amazing.
yeah, talented, funny. It's just you have a social thing. But the way we are now, like I said, I think everyone has a little bit of something.
Oh yeah, because I'm ADHD like a mofo.
Oh, let me tell you, me too, honey. I have self. Now that is one thing. I'm a hypocrite because I have self-diagnosed me with that 100%. And I feel like it gets older. I mean, badder as I get older. Like my
Oh,
attention is there.
they used to mess with me at work. When I used to work at the hospital, I used to work in the mailroom, and they used to like because I used to get sidetracked. They moved me by. It was three of us. They used to sit by each other, so they moved me by myself.
Like, let's go isolate her. Don't talk to her because you're gonna distract her. Like, let her be over there.
So they would call me on like they was the two of them would sit over there and they would call me and they'd be like, watch this. So they would call me and say something to me, and I would sit there and be like, what was I doing? I would get so distracted. And I would see them laughing at me like, okay, that's not funny. Stop doing that. But I can do like 15 things. I'm always doing something. That's the ADHD, the hyper thing and the
Yeah.
distraction. I get distracted so easily.
Yes. And then I get distracted off of little stuff and then like I have an inner nerd. I'll do a weird research on something out of the freaking blue when I have like a stack of work to do. I'm over here like researching why blueberries are farmed in a certain state for no reason. Just because I
And
saw
then I'll
blueberries.
go down the whole rabbit hole of it. Like if I'm writing or editing somebody's book or and I don't they brought up something I don't know about, okay, now I gotta go see what that means.
Exactly.
I will go down a rabbit hole trying to figure out what that means because I didn't know.
Exactly. We are one in the same, and it'll just see you around and around. Yeah, if I watch a movie and it's based on real people, I then have to go find the real people. Like it's a whole thing. So yeah.
I thought I was the only person who did that.
Oh, so you have found your sister. You are not alone. Okay, we are here together.
That is so great. I always think I'm a little off, but we this hour went by so fast.
It did. It did. And it felt like it flew by just chatting and having a good time. Like, and that is the vibe that I want everyone to come on down to Stilettos and Success and get January 11th here
Yeah,
on Western and Imperial at the Shady Lady Accessory Bar. You can find out more.
it's not January already, people. We are still in December because
Yeah,
Didi crazy.
she tried it earlier, but I mean,
I tried to eliminate December altogether.
she tried to just skip on over Christmas. Just she is done. She is literally done. She's like, we already had Christmas and everything, girl. So
It's over.
yes,
I'm putting the link to get the tickets in the chat right now. It'll also be in the comments after the show. So get
awesome.
your tickets. That's right there. Make sure you get your tickets. You come out. It starts at 4, correct?
Yes, it's from 4 to 7. The evening will include a nice game. So the goal is for all the ladies to mix and mingle and chat and talk to each other and meet new people. So in order to do that, we have some great games. We have a great sponsor, Pucker Up Lemonade in Compton, California. They have sponsored a little gift donation. So we also have some other good gifts. So we're gonna have door raffles, networking games. We're gonna have our guest speakers, a little Q&A, and then shopping, and then another good game. So it's just a good grown woman game night, having fun, making connections. We're gonna have a complimentary cocoa and coffee bar, a little spiked cocoa and coffee for those who want it. And for those who don't, you can have your little regular one. But we gonna have that, some finger foods. It's just gonna be a vibe. Come out and make.
Don't write anything for me. I'll be giggling the whole time.
Well, that's good. That means you're happy. The pictures of you at least good. Like, oh, it looked like Dee Dee had a blast.
I always have a
Like,
blast.
like I didn't make that one connection. I was at the bar all night. No.
I'm gonna bring my books and some of my authors' books because I'm also a publisher. So I publish other
Awesome.
people. So I'm gonna bring some of their books as well. And I also I also give out books to people that are incarcerated. So I want to make sure I let anyone that's there. If I forget, remind me. I give out books to anyone that's incarcerated for free. So
Oh,
anyone that's in the chat, if you haven't heard me say it, you know anyone incarcerated, just email Dee Dee and I will ship out. I started a whole library in Mississippi. So I sent out books of every book I've ever written and all of my authors, and we set up a library in Mississippi. You know, they don't get to they during COVID they had stopped all their mail, so they couldn't get mail, they couldn't get anything. So I set up a library at one of the prisons over there to
that
give them
Dee,
stuff
that
for
is
them.
dope.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, sorry, wait. See that vibe, that energy, what that woman is doing. That is, I want to connect women who are doing stuff like that. A library in prison in Mississippi, black. Come on, man, that's what's up. Good for you, Dee.
I'm trying to get one in out at the Lancaster prison. I'm trying to do the same thing over there.
Well,
So
we'll have to talk like off of the live. Any assistance you may need and stuff like that, let me know. I think that sounds like something that's really good.
yeah, because you know it's they got nothing but time on their hands.
Nothing but time. And I'm sorry, if you just throw people in a box and give them nothing, you think they're gonna come out and do better? Like, come on, like give these people something. So I like that. I think that's a really good and admirable thing that you're doing.
So yeah, I have experience with people being incarcerated for way too long. So, and I have experience where there's no real rehabilitation. It's just they're not.
There is no rehabilitation. My father has been incarcerated since I was 13 years old, and before that, when I was born, he was like he got the news I was had been born while he was incarcerated. He's old. He's only been on the outside for small spurts. And like when I talk to him, it really saddens me because I feel like he's kind of afraid because you've been inside. You don't know how it was no iPhone when he went inside. Now you have to know how to do everything online. They're not
My little
setting
brother
these
too.
things up for that.
Yeah. My little brother, 18 years. I was saying something about iPhone. This I was struggling with my iPhone. He was like, "Yeah, like I really know what you're talking about." You know, you'd be like, "Oh,
Uh,
damn." You know,
See?
so it's really sad. Yeah.
Yeah. So I completely understand that. And however I can be of assistance, please let me know.
We'll definitely sit and talk because I'm always trying to make a difference somehow. You know, especially in that world.
And
So
then, oh, and I have something. Okay. Yeah, we have to talk. So I have something else I wanted to do, but kind of like with women in prison, something I've been working on. So sorry guys, this ain't for
and I
the
always
couple
forget
here.
that. No, they're used to me. I always forget I'm on my live show. They're like Didi does this all the time. She just be talking like she FaceTiming somebody.
You for real, like they just have like a little conversation. But yeah, no, we really need to talk about that. Yeah.
That's definitely good. That's good. Plus, and sometimes people need to hear because if they're watching the show live or on playback, they can hit somebody up and say, "Hey, I can help you out." So I like, so
Hmm.
you kind of get 98 of my life is like 2% of the husband. I don't. Well, I would say 95 because there's one son. If I share his life, he will literally cut my throat. He's like, "Do not talk about me ever."
Like, leave me alone, lady. Like, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'll talk about his kids all the time, but not by name. Like I don't show my grandkids pictures either. And then the husband, I don't share his life except to his 95 low riders.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, but his personal life I don't talk about. Hey Nay, my love. Oh, see, Nay. I'm happy.
Hey,
Nate was in the promo. You
she
remember
was
Nay?
there, yeah, and she has a
Yeah.
little high maintenance cat. Hey,
I
boo.
know. I love me some Nay. She's such a beautiful spirit. So this was fun. I can't believe it went by so fast. But I will see you soon, and we'll talk before the
Yes,
event. And I'm
we
gonna
will talk. So
yeah.
yes, everyone, thank you for having me. You can check me out on Instagram at It's the Jackets for Me or at Kisa Style, QUISASTYL. Kisa style. That's I have two because I just be all over the place. What it's the jacket for me is just like focus on the jackets, but Kisa style
Oh,
has everything, like everything that I do. So follow me there. You can find out what's coming up next. I'm always here at the bar. I love the bar. This is my safe space. So you can always see what I have going on here at the bar with the wonderful Shay. So yeah, just follow me. Come on out, catch a vibe, grab one of Dee Dee's books.
Look, I'm trying to. There it is, Keisha style. I'm trying to find it so I can put it in the comments.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, so follow me there. January 11th, get your tickets. I want it to be a nice group, intimate group of women. I really believe and stand by whoever is meant to be there will be there. Whoever wants to walk into 2025 with wealth, style, and grace, they will be there. And I'm going to be there with open arms to welcome my new friend.
yes, I cannot wait. Okay, so I have everybody's in the comments. I put everybody's handles. I put Keisha's, both of yours. I just cut your name all in half, huh?
Oh, no,
Um,
Kisa,
I,
Marquisa, anything.
okay. And I also put Shady Ladies in there, and I also put how to get tickets in there. So
Thank you.
I also am gonna put it in the comments after the show. You'll be able to click on after the show, and so you can get the tickets. And I'm also gonna put them in my Instagram and on my you could click it. Judy is the reason why we now have Shady Bucks. Ah, for real?
Oh, no, 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 no. Let me tell you something. Is that what Shay just said?
Yes, it's Dee Dee is the reason why
Yeah,
we
so okay, so let me tell y'all how we stole from Dee Dee. We
oh,
stole. You had that Shady Bucks at your business, at your event. I had that at Sundresses and Success. We have been using Shady Bucks at everything since that. So that was beautiful. Thank you. Hi, Deanna. That's one of my besties. Mwah.
that's funny. No, I just thought it was a cute idea, so
No, it was, and we kept it. So thank you.
I am look, I am a promoter. If you need anything promoted, it's Dee Dee does promotions, events. You need event
They
put
let
together.
her know.
You know, I come up with those little quirky ideas.
And it
So
was great. Thank you so much for sharing your space and your platform and your time with me. This has been a blast. Thank you so much for your time and energy.
you two are some very, very beautiful ladies. When I met you, I was so sad. I couldn't come to the first event because we had an event that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very honored that you invited me to this next one. So I really, really appreciate it. And I will definitely be there. I will be there. My co-host, she's that's does a show with me. She's gonna come, but she can only stay a short time. She has to go to work. So
Okay, well,
yeah,
we are not about to stop nobody from collecting no bag, honey. So come on if you got to stop in before you go to work. Make your money, okay? As one of our guest speakers, Dr. Dominique, always says, everything happens in divine order. So, in divine order, come on down, do what you got to do. Everything is going to go as it should.
yeah. So I got a few people that are coming in with me also. So we will be there, ready to go. And a few people I didn't think were gonna come because it was on a Saturday, and I was like, oh, but this one after the sun goes down, we will definitely be there. So and
Yeah,
Hookah
it's
Lounge,
not
we
too
might
late.
pop up live. We might pop up and do a live. So
I think we should. I'm
yeah,
here for it.
so we will definitely put the information out there for the event, how to get the tickets. It'll be on my Instagram. I'm also going to throw it on my TikTok. I haven't been on my TikTok in a minute, so I'm definitely going to put it up there on my TikTok and on my Facebook, which I don't go on Facebook often. I go on Facebook to sell a book.
Okay, for to make the money, honey. Okay, I feel you. I was
Yeah,
on there selling book, boss talk.
yeah.
Okay.
I just go in there to go on book clubs. So, but this was really, really great. Thank you, everybody in the comments for showing up. Make sure you get your tickets. This is gonna be a great event, and man, just to see this shop. Are you guys gonna have all the stuff out?
Oh yes, it will be. The bar is open that day. Oh, and it's because it's going to be January 11th. Me and the boss, Miss Shady Lady, we were just talking about how January we are hitting y'all over the head with some new inventory. So new
Oh,
year, new jackets. We're gonna have some new jackets, new hats. We're gonna have a lot of new goodies. So the store will be open. So come and shop and just partake in everything that is the bar.
Okay, yeah. So I gotta make sure I bring some money.
Oh yes, honey. Everyone bring lots of money. Like Dee Dee just said, bring money. Dee Dee is such a smart lady. See?
'Cause they have some really nice. It's so hard to pick what you want.
I love, and we also like I do the jacket. So if you want to come in, place a jacket order, whatever thing I've done, some sorority jackets for a five. Oh my God, what was she? The cute poodle ones, the poodle ladies. I've done some for your Kansas City jacket. I've done a Lilo and Stitch jacket, Minnie Mouse, Army, your zodiac sign, just a proud black girl, LA, whatever kind of jacket you want, I got you.
Yeah, I saw you do one for a high school kid too. I put it in the video.
Yes, I do Letterman jackets as
Yeah.
well.
So, and these jackets are fire. I'm telling you. You see, I wear that Kansas City jacket everywhere I go. Me and my son took a staycation. We were out in Torrance at the hotel, and I was walking my dog, and we got invited to the fire pit to watch a football game because of my Kansas City jacket.
Mission accomplished. I'm trying to tell y'all, fashion speaks. So I love that. I love it.
And I get so much attention when I wear that jacket. Even if they hate my team, they have to say something to me because I have that jacket on.
Well, your team is aren't they the current Super Bowl champions?
2 years in a row.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
So hate it or love it, we've done it 2 years in a row.
I'm
So
winning. So
yeah,
hey.
and we're doing pretty good right now with our. We keep winning our football games by these crazy lucky wins in the last 2 minutes of the game. So everybody hates us right now. Oh, the refs are making them win. It's because the refs. It's because of Taylor Swift. We won Super Bowls and AFC champions without Taylor Swift. So I don't think she out there catching balls.
No, she not, but she did give y'all an essence. I'm gonna have to she gave y'all a little bit of an essence now.
But she gave us a bigger audience, and I think it's not a plus.
More
I think it's a
scrutiny.
distraction. I think, yeah, I don't.
All the eyes are on you now.
It is because people didn't used to really pay that much attention to us. They were like, the Chiefs are really doing it for real. For real, it would be like that. Like we were kind of under the radar. They'd be like, "Oh, Kelsey, dang, that's a great quarterback," but they would want to beat us when we played their team. Be like, "Oh, we want to beat them," but now everybody, unless you're a Kansas City fan, because let me tell you, Kansas City shows up in every state to watch their team.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But yeah, everyone is watching now. Everyone wants y'all to go down. You're the guy on top. Everybody wants you to go.
He makes everybody hate us even more. I think she made Kelsey's game get worse. I think she's a distraction.
Well, she made him look bad because he used to have a little swag, and now he just looks kind of whatever.
Yeah, they have people watching our team for all the wrong reasons because of her. And I can't even name a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, girl, me neither. No.
You said don't hate on Taylor, Dee Dee. I don't hate on her. The girl sells.
We're not hating.
She's a billionaire.
We ain't her target market. Exactly.
Have her watching the Raiders. Oh yeah, y'all might start winning though.
Now that's my man's team. My man loves the Raiders. He's always disappointed by them.
Mine too. The craziest thing is the husband is a diehard Raider fan. Before everything happened, we used to go watch Kansas City and the Raiders play. We used to go up north.
Oh, those are probably good games though.
So yeah.
And I know y'all were probably like, whose team's gonna win?
Oh, it's funny. And then it was because you would never know between these two teams when they play. It was a toss-up who was gonna win. So and when my team used to suck, I could say, I don't care if we lose every game as long as we beat the Raiders.
As long as we beat y'all.
And he would be like, as long as we beat Kansas City, that's the rivalry that we have.
So that's that's y'all Super Bowl.
Oh, when we play each other, yeah.
Yeah, that's y'all home Super Bowl.
Yeah. So that's funny. So, oh my gosh. So this has been great.
Thank you
And we'll
once
make
again,
sure that
my
we
love.
get to advertise in this again. Your story is really great because the things that you've done, and you talked about all the stuff that you did before you had the kids, after you had the kids, working with the special ed children, and how amazing this shop looks that you do, and your jacket. So your story is amazing.
Well,
So
thank you. Thank you. Well, come on out and hopefully we can all be in one together. Because I feel like when you see people on the Instagram or the YouTube or this and that, but when you're in the same space together, it's really good. So I hope to see everyone out January 11th.
yeah, I will definitely be there and bring as many people as I possibly can to come with me. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, I can't wait to see. I hope some of your homies that pulled up last time come.
Well, I'll make sure I get the word out to everybody. We have a group chat that for all the G-Lew family. I'll make sure I put it in there and how to get tickets, and I'll definitely have it on my Instagram. And I'll bring um, the ones I couldn't bring last time because they were at Magic Mountain with my nephew. He only comes out once or twice a year, so seeing him and the kids, my son and the kids wanted to see him, so I
That
had
is,
to.
I completely get that. So this time, try to bring them on down.
Yeah, because he was in the military for a while, so
Oh, wow. I would thank him for his service.
yeah, that's what I have a lot of nephews that served this country with my dad and my grandfather. So whenever, whenever we have an event and they all get out here, we always that's why I was like, girl, no, she was like, I feel guilty. Girl, if you don't go and stop feeling guilty, guilty is for the weak.
That part, like, just get over it and live your life.
Just go. Yeah, I was like, nobody, it'll trust me, it'll be another one.
That, and then another one after that one.
There you go.
Everything that should happen will happen.
Exactly. So we're gonna tap out. Thank you, and we really appreciate everything that you do for the ladies and that beautiful store back there.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Come on, come and do some shopping. Thanks again for having me. Happy holidays to everyone. Everyone be blessed. Thank you. This has been awesome. Thank you so much.
And thanks for spending your time with us.
All righty. Bye, guys.
Bye. She's super duper amazing. Her story is really great. I'm so glad that we got her on the show. We were able to hear her story and make sure that we pull up to Stilettos and Success. The ladies that she's going to have speaking, she's going to have other vendors there, not just me. I'll be there with my books. I really kind of want to go also to listen to the people speak, to shop, and visit the other vendors that are going to be there. So make sure we show up and support. If you live here in LA or any place close to Los Angeles, make sure you show up and support these ladies. They have some very, very beautiful spirits. Julie, you can go ahead and drop that video so we could tap out and say goodbye. Hey, if you missed last night's show, that was dude had a really great story. I really, really enjoyed him. I'm glad that somebody else that's teaching people how to be oh shoot, that hurt. Um teaching people how to be successful, especially two great stories back to back. A man that's become very, very successful teaching you how to become successful with his barbershops, not in just one state, but two states, leaving New York, being in Florida, Georgia. I mean, we just lately been bringing people to show you if you are afraid to be successful, we're showing you people that are getting down and doing it and getting out there and not being afraid. Take that step. Don't stay stagnant in your life. So we had great stories back to back. Um, and then tomorrow, don't forget, we got Oldies Rule Forever. So make sure you tap into that. So if you missed last night's show, go back and watch it because he was giving you some gems and some jewels on how he did it and came from nothing. And like I'm not sitting here as no billionaire or anything, but I've had my first t-shirt business wasn't successful, but the second one was. And then I sold life insurance and I did both of those at the same time. And then now I have a publishing company where I'm out helping people publish their books so that they don't get taken for a ride by these publishers. You know, when you sign a publishing deal, it's like signing a record contract. They can get you for all your royalties. So, don't be afraid to go after your dreams or what you want. It's not hard to be successful. And success doesn't mean you're Diddy with $20 billion or you're uh, um Musk with, trillions of dollars. Successful is what you make in your heart and who you are in your heart. And you're doing something every day that makes you happy. You're not getting up every day and beating your alarm clock because it went off because you got to go to work. So let's look at the people that we've had on lately that are talking about success and how they came to do things that they enjoy doing every single day. So with that, G-Lew, oh, I was getting caught singing. So thank you guys for joining us. We will be back next week with another Hookah Lounge. I don't know, it's a music show. No, wait, we got a guest next week. So stay tuned next week. We got another great Hookah Lounge. And next week with on Friday night interviews, we got another guest. So stay tuned for next week. We've been doing pretty good with the Hookah Lounge with some really great guests. And we got a really hot topic guest next Saturday. So join us next Saturday. Then we have our music show with Digital West. That's always great to have. So good night. See y'all tomorrow for Oldies Rule Forever. See y'all later. Peace, love, and happiness.